In today's game, I'm going to be playing Joe's Necron army, and Joe is going to be playing his newly painted up Genestealer Cult. You saw some of it last week with the Tyranid army, but he's got the rest of it up. We're going to be playing the Relic, so that's just the single objective in the middle of the field that you pick up, and then it moves with your infantry model, and then whoever controls the Relic at the end of the game wins it. So let's start with Joe's Genestealer Cult, and he can tell us all about it.
For my Genestealer Cult army, I have 2 detachments. I have a Vanguard detachment led by a Patriarch that will be my army's warlord. I gave him the legendary fighter warlord trait. I'm going to give him mass hypnosis for his psychic power. His detachment has a unit of 8 pure strain Genestealers, a unit of 6 hybrid metamorphs with 4 hand flamers, a cult icon, and then 2 of each of their morphs, a unit of 5 aberrants. 3 of them have power hammers, and the other 2 have power picks. I have a battalion detachment with a magus, with the Might from Beyond psychic power, a Acolyte icon ward. As a 3rd HQ, I have a Primus with his standard gear. For my 3 troops, I have a unit of 6 Acolyte Hybrids with a Hand Flamer and 2 Rock Saws, a 17-man unit of Acolyte Hybrids with 2 Seismic Cannons, a 10-man unit of Acolyte Hybrids with a Cult Icon, 2 Flamers, and the Sergeant has a Power Pick. For 2 heavy supports, I have a Cult Lehman Russ with a Battle Cannon and 3 heavy bolters, and a Hunter Killer Missile to fill out points. And I have a Goliath Rock Grinder with a Clearance Incinerator, Heavy Stubber, and a cache of Demolition Charges, giving me a total of 7 command points.
So moving on to the Necron army that I will be playing, I have a battalion detachment led by a Necron Overlord with a War Scythe. I have 6 Lich Guard with War Scythes, a Cryptic, just base, no Resurrection Orb or anything, 2 12-man squads of Necron Warriors, a 9-man squad of Scarabs, a 10-man squad of Immortals with Tesla Carbines, a Annihilation Barge with a twin-linked Tesla Destructor and a Tesla Cannon, and then a Monolith with its usual war gear. So that gives me 6 command points, and I'm giving the Overlord the Legendary Fighter Warlord trait. So Genestealer Cult, one of the roll-offs they got to choose deployment zones, so Joe chose Dawn of War, so it's at 12 inches up. So we're both 12 inches away from the Relic in the center of the table. Necrons ended up finishing deploying first. I went with a classic Necron grid formation, which I assume is the thing in the fluff.
Yeah, they kind of just march in ranks.
Yeah. So, nice and orderly. I deployed everything right here except the Monolith, which is deployed in the upper atmosphere to come down with its Death Descent special roll.
On the Genestealer Cult side, I had to deploy 6 of my units on the table. I kept 5 for the Cult Ambush. I've got the unit of Acolyte Hybrids on board the Rock Grinder. Everyone and I deployed the 2 squads of Acolyte Hybrids. I've got the Acolyte Icon Ward hiding in the ruin to provide his Feel No Pain bubble, and the Magus is out hiding with the squad of Acolytes. In Cult Ambush, I kept the squad of Metamorphs, the Pure Strain Genestealers, the Primus, the Aberrant, and the Patriarch to come in later. And since the Necrons finished deploying first, they'll get first turn, but I am going to attempt to seize the initiative. I do. So, Genestealer Cult get first turn.
Does your ambushes at the end of the movement phase?
Yeah.
Okay. So let's see how that goes in a second.
Uneventful movement phase for the Genestealer Cult. None of the units came in from ambush. Did some slight movement with the 2 squads of Neophyte Hybrids. They just moved forward, moved the 2 Seismic Cannons forward so that they'd be within range of some of the Necron units. The Rock Grinder moved out, to bring its heavy stubber in range and sight and get closer to where the action's probably going to be. Don't have any psychic powers to cast, so just going into the shooting. Going to start off with the Cult Lehman Russ, firing into the squad of Necron warriors by the blue shipping crates. It didn't move, so it will get to fire its main gun twice and suffer no penalty on its heavy bolters. Start off with the heavy bolters, 9 shots, hitting on 4s. That was pretty poor roll. And wounding on 3s. 1 wound.
-1, right? So
yeah.
5 up. Nope. 1 warrior dies.
And then firing the battle cannon twice. So 2d6. 6 shots. Hitting on 4s. That's a bit better. And wounding on 2s. 3 wounds.
It's -3 AP or -2.
Are you around your cryptic?
You
get
5
up in bone.
Yes, I do. 1 save, 2 die. Yeah, that was the other thing with my formation, is everyone who benefits from the cryptic and the lord are within 6 inches of them.
And then I have guess I'll fire the seismic cannons. One of them is going to fire into the unit of Necron warriors over there, and then the other one is going to fire into the Lich God. They're going to fire as the long wave form. So it's heavy 4. It's heavy, so they're hitting on 5. So the 4 shots into the squad of warriors first. And it's strength 3, so wounding on 5s. So 1 4 up, 1 5 up.
4. Fail it. 5. Fail it.
And then on to the Lich God. Only 1 hit. Wounding on 5s. Fail to wound.
I like it.
The heavy stubber from the Goliath into the same squad of Necron warriors. Hitting on 5s. Nothing. So that is going to be it for the Genestealer Cult's first turn.
So the Necrons, a couple of them came, 1 guy from each squad returned to the 2 warrior squads. But other than that, I just moved up. They slightly broke formation. It doesn't look quite as uniform anymore, but they clumped up a little more. The Immortals advanced, but they also gained the My Will Be Done from the Overlord. So they suffering -1 to hit from advancing, but +1 to hit from My Will Be Done. And the Monolith came in on the left side. And the Annihilation Badge stuff's in position. So I'm pretty much just going to shoot at him and slowly move forward. So the first shooting I'm going to do is the Immortals onto this front squad. So 9 of them are in range. And so strength 5 and 6s generate 2 extra hits. So this is just standard 3+ to hit. And I got 2 6s, so that's 4 more. And then this is 3s to wound. That is 6, 10, 12.
They get a 5+ save. Then a 6+ feel no pain.
Too many dice.
So that's... I only save 1, so that's 7 dead. And the rest are gonna die on morale.
Well, you get a reroll it at least. With that.
With a leadership 7.
Yeah. We'll do... I don't think the warriors are... Alright, they're in range of that squad. So I'll... Got range up to hit. Alright, so the warriors we shoot next. So this is just gonna be... Alright, let's actually do some of that. they can't see. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 shots. And then, well, you have to take guys out of range probably. So just 7 shots to begin with. Hitting on 3s. 2 hits. Nice. And then wounding on 3s. So 2 wounds.
So 6 plus save. And feel no pain.
Nope. And then the squad. That is 1, 2, 3, 7 again. So 3s by 3s. And 2 more.
6 up. 6 up again. Saved 1.
50% success rate. Alright, so that is all the warrior shooting. What's the save of your rock, your Goliath?
It's 3 or 4.
Alright, and then the 6 plus feel no pain. Tesla weapons are only 6. I got 24 inches on this squad. Right. Is this a separate squad from the one I was shooting?
No, it's the same squad.
Is this the same squad as well?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was a 17-man unit.
And then, so I did 7 casualties?
Yeah.
And the leadership?
Leadership 7, probably.
So it's not 56 here.
So I'm going to be losing some guys, unless I command point.
That's true. You have a decent amount of command points. I'll just shoot that squad again, and
try and get first blood.
Yeah, get first blood, and then stop you from doing something like that. So it's heavy 8 or assault 8 on the Tesla Destructor, strength 7. So hitting on 3s, 2 6s, so 3 extra hits. And then I am wounding on 3s. Or
wounding on 2s.
2s. Yeah. That was a hit before or wound before I wounded it. 6, 10.
So 5 up saves.
Oh my god.
Made some. Then feel no pain. So 4 more die.
It's pretty good on a 5 plus save though. Alright, and then the Tesla cannon, so that's just assault 3 and strength 6. It's a tad weaker. Ooh, there's 1 6. No, just 1 6. So 5 hits. And this is wounding on 2s again. So 4 more.
So 5 up and 6 up. Lose 1 more.
I mean, that wasn't too bad for you. So all my shooting is shot except the monolith. So he is going to, I'll shoot 2 Gauss Flux Ox at the squad in front of the Leman Russ. And then the other 2 and the Particle Whip will hit the Leman Russ. So that is 6 shots on the front squad, hitting on 3s, and wounding on 3s. So 2 wounds minus 2 AP.
So just feel no pains. Saved 1.
And then the other 2 Gauss Flex Ox on the Leman Russ. 3 hits. And wounding on 5s. Nothing. And then the Particle Whip. So, oh, it's just heavy 6. I thought it was heavy D6. That's a lot better. So hitting on 3s. And wounding on, is it T8?
Yeah.
Alright, so wounding on 4s. 1.
What's the AP?
2.
So 5 up save. Good.
Okay. not great. For how many points is the model? Like 300 something?
381.
Yeah. I mean, I guess it's super tanky. 20 wounds, by the way. So that is my entire turn. We got the... we just have morale tests.
So I'm going to use 2 command points on the unit of neophytes that lost 13. Or lost 12. And then the other squad lost 4. And they are leadership 8. So, rolling the morale on them. They're good.
Yeah, that's no surprise. You also had your icon.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I destroyed a bunch of cheap guys, right?
You killed 16... Killed about 100 points worth of guys.
Yeah.
But those are my guardsmen equivalent.
Yeah, all your big guys are off the table. So, I mean, if you come in with Genestealer Cult ambush this turn, we'll see what happens. Because right now I'm fighting, like, a 30 around me.
Probably about, 1,000 points, but all the heavy hitters are off the board right now.
Yeah, let's see if they manage to ambush next turn.
There weren't too many models left from the Genestealer's initial deployment, but all of the units that were in Cult Ambush arrived, thanks to the reroll from the Primus and using one of my command points. I was able to get decent rolls to bring them in. The unit of Hybrid Metamorphs rolled a 5, so they were able to come in more than 9 inches away, and then they got to move a D6. I rolled a 2, so they're just outside of 7 inches of the Necron Warrior Squad. The Goliath Rock Grinder, the guy stayed inside. It just drove up onto the Necron flank. The Magus just kind of stayed there, moved the remaining Acolytes out, or the Neophytes, to shield him still, and the other squad just moved into cover because they wouldn't be able to get in range of any of the Necrons and give them some cover save. So I'm going to try and cast Mass Hypnosis from the Patriarch onto the unit of warriors closest to him. So it's a warp charge value of 7. Goes off with a 9.
So that stops me from overwatching, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And must subtract 1 from hit rolls. And 19 inches. No reason for the Magus to cast his power. It wouldn't benefit anyone in range. So shooting, I'm going to have the Lehman Russ fire into the unit of Lich God. And it didn't move, so its heavy bolters are firing at full ballistic skill. So 9 shots, hitting on 4s. And wounding on 4s. 1 wound.
So that's 4 up. Correct. So 1 dies. Oh, he has 2 wounds.
2 wounds. And then the battle cannon, which I should have fired first. So 2d6. 9 shots. Hitting on 4s. I'm rolling horribly with the heavy bolter, but rolling well with the battle cannon. Strength 8, so wounding on 3s.
T5. That's good.
So that is 5 wounds.
So it's 5 up in wound from the 5 up save.
Yeah. 5 ups. Failed 2. So that's D3 damage. So they have 1 wound, so it's just the 1 killed.
Yeah, and then a D3 on the next guy.
3. What? The remaining seismic cannon, if he's in range, along with anyone else. So he is in range, as are the other 4. So he's going to shoot the long wave into the Lich God, and the other 4 guys are going to shoot their autoguns. So the 4 seismic cannon shots, no hits. Autoguns, 1 hit. Wounding on 5s. 1 wound.
So 3 up.
Good. And that is all of my shooting, unless...
What was the range on your flamer? 12?
Yeah, I don't want to risk increasing the charge at all. So these guys, there's 1, 2, 3, 4 guys with shotguns. I guess they'll just...
They're
going to shoot the model. Shotguns are assault 2, right?
Yeah, assault 2 range 12.
So 5, 8 shots. Hitting on 5s because they advanced. 3 hits. Wounding on 6s.
Oh my god.
No hits. No wounds. So that's all of that. So I'm just going to go into my charges. The Genestealers are going to declare an assault onto that unit of warriors.
They can't overwatch since they were mind control.
Mass hypnosis.
Yeah.
So,
the robots have been hypnotized.
So Genestealer Cult need a 9 to make it in. That will not be able to make it at all. The Patriarch is then going to attempt to assault into them. Need a 9. Gets an 8.
Well, so it's 3 to 5.
Yeah. So I need a 4 to get in.
50% chance. It's probably worth it. I mean,
I have to do it. I'm going to get slotted otherwise.
Command point, this command point is like the equivalent of rerolling like 20 dice.
So I'm looking for a 4 up. Got 10 inches. So he'll go.
Do you want to go to the side or anything?
Yeah, put him on the side. And then the unit of aberrants are going to try and assault into the immortals.
Which squad's the aberrants? These guys?
Yeah.
So I have 10 immortals, so that's going to be 20 shots. 20 shots. 6s give me those extra hits. That is 3 6s. Okay, so 6. Now I have 9 hits. I'm looking for 3s. Ooh, that's nasty. I
think it's 3s. Yeah, they wouldn't be toughness 5.
Yeah, 7 wounds.
Jeez. So just 5 up save.
6.
Jeez. So that's 3 dead.
Well, yeah.
Now let me double check that they don't have anything. I think they just have something that reduces the damage they take by 1 to a minimum of 1.
So
they used to have feel no pain.
Super good against them.
No. So 3 of them are dead. So the surviving 2 will try an assault, looking for a 9. They get a 10. At least they'll make it in.
Yeah.
And then the Primus will attempt to assault. They're the same unit. He gets an 8, so he won't make it. And then the unit of hybrid metamorphs are going to attempt to assault the unit of warriors.
Okay.
So
we need some of them will be within 12. Take measure. Oh, all but 1. So they lost 2, so that is a 10-man squad. 9 of them are in rapid fire. And on 6s. 1. Nothing.
Then looking for a 9 to charge in. 7 to charge.
Yeah, that extra. What was it? It's a trap or something?
Something like that.
Which was your extra d6.
Rolling for the hybrid metamorphs into the warriors. Looking for a 7. Got a 7.
Always lucky.
Can you scooch them in?
Yes. Just an inch out.
So I'll go with the metamorphs first. Can you pile them
What? And
in?
for the characters piling in, it's if they're within 3 inches of an assaulting model. Which I guess you would have not gotten within 3 inches. Because you could be within 3 inches of him while being outside. So he can't pile in.
Alright. So can you scooch the metamorphs in?
That's the...
Yeah, those guys staying outside of heroic intervention. So they're all just going to swing with their rending claws. So that is 4 attacks from the leader, and then 3 attacks from each of the other guys. So 6, 9, 12, 15.
And the banner adds 1 to it?
That lets them reroll once. The guy in the trench coat lets them reroll. Adds 1 to there to hit.
Yeah, and he's sitting back here.
So hitting on 3s. Getting to reroll 1s. Got 2 1s. And then wounding on 4s. Only 6.
Right. So 4 plus save.
That's -1. Oh, wait, no, it's got the minus. So it's 5 plus either way because you got the invuln.
Yeah. Alright, so 5 plus save then.
So 6 5-ups. Lost 4.
But don't worry, they'll be back.
And then the Patriarch will swing into. Or the Aberrants will swing first. So the Aberrants have the power hammers. They only get 2 attacks apiece, hitting on 4 plus. They all hit. And they're strength 10 swinging, so wounding on 2s. 3.
And so 5 up in Invone, I imagine?
Yeah. Failed 2.
The Immortals aren't supposed to die, though.
The Necrons ever really die.
Yeah.
And then the Patriarch gets 7 attacks because of his Warlord trait. Hitting on 2s. 1 miss. And then he's strength 6. So wounding on 3s, getting to reroll failed wounds. So he gets 5 wounds. So it'll be 5 invuls.
Okay.
Made 2.
So 3 die.
Yeah. So... Yep, that's all of theirs.
Okay. Attacks back. The Necron's best phase.
The thing is, if you get any wounds through, you're going to fail. That's the main thing.
So Necrons are just 1 attack, whoop skill 3, I imagine. Strength
Yeah.
4. Same with the Immortals.
Yeah. The Aberrants are toughness 4.
Alright, so 1, 2, 6, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7. So 8, 6, 7, 8. So we'll do the 6 warriors on the Metamorphs.
Yeah.
So 3s by 3s.
Yeah.
1.
5 up save. Lose 1.
Then we got 7 Immortals. No, 6 Immortals.
Yeah, 8 immortal.
No, I can
I only
count.
killed 2.
And both of them hit. Yeah, 3 hits. 1 wound.
5 up save.
Take
Down
1.
to 1 wound. Then you've got 8 warriors on the Patreon.
Yeah, so I totally miscounted that. So 3s, and then what's his toughness is going to be higher than 4.
His toughness is 5.
Right. So 5s, nothing.
Yay! So I just take my leadership test on my aberrants first. They lost 3. They are outside of 6 inches of the Patriarch, so their leadership's 7. So, looking for less than 4. Or I guess 4 is good. So, they're good as well. And the Metamorphs only lost 1, so they don't have a morale. And I didn't kill enough warriors in any squad.
Yeah, 4, 6. Oh yeah.
To
At least
force
10, by the way.
any morale
pretty
test.
good.
So, charges didn't go quite how I was hoping for them to.
Yeah, it's... Oh, that's true, and you lost tons of dudes to the Tesla Overwatch. But, like, all my guys had to fall back. So I have very little shooting. I guess the main thing goes to if the Overlord and the Lich God can clean up anything. But falling back and losing all my shooting is actually really bad.
Well, like I was hoping, like if the Genestealers got in, they'd be dead. If I hadn't lost 3 of them to Tesla, then I might have at least killed a couple more.
Yeah.
And we'll see how many Necrons come back.
Yeah,
might have done
that's
nothing.
True. If I roll well on that, then maybe I shouldn't have left the board edge so much. And well, I guess you were just coming on the side.
Yeah.
So coming like that might kind of be irrelevant. But let's see how many warriors get back up. So I guess I'm not sure if the rolls will be below average or not. But 1 immortal came back. The Lich God came back. 3 warriors in the squad and 2 in that squad, I think. So mostly, I'm at least like 50-ish% recovered. So I guess that is average. Everything fled from combat. So none of the tiny guys are shooting at all. The Overlord and the Lich God moved up to counterattack. The Annihilation Bodge moved up to shoot at the Genestealers in the back. And the Monolith is just hovering forward slightly. So very little shooting to do, since most of my army was in close combat. So we got the Twin-Link Tesla Destructor on the Genestealers. So hitting on 3s. Ooh, no 6s. Only 5 hits.
Thank God.
Wounding on 3s. 3 wounds.
3 5-ups. Lose 3.
And then the Tesla Cannon. No 6s again. That's okay. Wounding on 3s. 2 wounds.
5-ups.
2 more.
Jesus.
I mean, the 5-up saves.
Should have made 1 of them.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Should have made 1 or 2 of them.
So I got that shooting, and then the Monolith. So I'll shoot the Particle Whip at the Lehman Russ again.
What's everything else shoot?
At the... Well, maybe...
Spot.
Where's my tape measure? Maybe I'll split up and just give them all a little... Flux. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'll do 2 on this squad, 2 on this squad. And Particle Whip on the Lehman Russ. So 6 shots on the Lehman Russ. Hitting on 3s. 5 hits. Wounding on 4s. 2 wounds.
5-ups. Made 1.
So 1 goes through, and it's D3 damage?
I think so.
So 1.
He's down to 11.
So 11 more turns of that. We'll be good. So 6 shots in this squad, 6 shots in that squad.
Which one's this?
This is the close one. 4 hits, wounding on 3s, 2 wounds, minus 2.
So 6 up.
Yeah, because they're in cover?
Yeah.
Too bad it doesn't save.
How many was it?
2. And then 6 shots onto the other squad. 5 hits and 3 wounds.
So minus 2, so they don't get a save. So it's just 2 feel no pains.
Did I get
3?
Yeah, 3.
2 die.
Picking off those guardsmen. That's all my shooting. So I'm going. Oh, I guess I'll give the Lich God my will be done, and then the Lich God are going to declare a charge against both units.
Alright.
You got hand flamers to overwatch with?
Yeah. How many did I take out the non-hand flamer guy?
You got 2 at least.
1, 2, 3. So I got 3 hand flamers and 2 auto pistols. So number of shots.
Wait, does one of them have? Oh, there's 5. I'm completely blind.
So 3.
Oh wait, do they have grenades
They
or blasting charges?
Blasting charges, hybrid metamorphs. They do have blasting charges.
They're one of them.
So it will be 3d3 for the hand flamers. 2, 4, 7. Wounding on 5s. Just gonna be 1. Then it's gonna be 1 auto pistol. Missed, and then D6 blasting charges. 3. 1 hit. Then wounding on 5s. Nothing. So just 1 wound.
3 plus save.
Fail.
Alright, so the one guy dies.
So get to assault him.
Yeah, so 2. Well, I'm gonna make it, but go ahead and roll.
4.
Oh my god. Okay, and then the Overlord's going to assault both units as well.
So I think he can get
Put
it.
him wherever I want. Oop.
Alright.
Or Metamorphs.
Hybrid metamorphs.
So 3 Lich God on the Hybrid Metamorphs. Looking for 2s to hit. Missed with 2. And they're T3.
Yeah.
So wounding on 2s. 3 wounds.
That's 3 dead.
And then the 2 guys on the Aberrants.
Yeah.
So 2s again. I got 2 1s. And then wounding on 3s. 1 wound. 2 damage, but they have their minus 1 damage.
So that'll kill the injured guy.
Alright. So that's my 1 unit. I don't know if you want to interrupt before my Lord goes.
Nah, not worth it.
And then the Lord is going. He only has 3 attacks. He's not much better. Hitting on 2s. I'll hit. Wounding on. Oh, I guess I should declare who he's attacking, huh? Your black guys. The
metamorphs?
Yeah. So I need 3s on them. Yeah,
The
they're
toughness
2s.
3. So, how many?
So 3 wounds.
They're dead.
And that'll do it.
So, morale tests. The Aberrants only lost 1 guy.
Wait, he gets to attack back.
Oh, yeah. So, he gets 2 attacks on the Lich God. Hitting on 4s. 2 hits. Wounding on 2s. I think he's strength 5. Yeah, he's strength 5, toughness 4. 2s. 2 wounds. 5 ups.
Yeah.
Fail both.
Oh no.
And they do 3 damage.
Oh my god. It's 2 Lich God dead. And see, that's why you pay 17 points for that instead of 4 points.
Well, no, that's the power hammer. That's 24 points.
Oh.
The power pick actually doesn't increase your strength. It's just...
It's goofy how they represent the increase in power of
It's
weapons.
minus 2 D3 damage. So... The 2 squads of neophytes only lost 2 guys each, so they can't fail. The Aberrants lost 1 guy, so they can't fail. The Metamorphs are dead. The Genestealers are leadership 9, and I lost 5. So... I just spend the 2 command points. You get to keep them. Or try rolling and then probably end up using a command point.
How many?
And if I roll 4 or less, I'm good. I got 3 left.
4 or less. I mean, it's a 50% chance to spend a command point to pass 75% of the time. It seems like just re-rolling seems better here, statistically.
So, rolling the morale on them. They lost 5. They did.
Yeah. So you saved 2 command.
Did.
And I'll pile it on the aberrant.
Not much of the ambushing Genestealer Cult left.
Yeah, it turns out when they fail half the assaults, they don't do too much damage.
Since some of the ambushers survived, they're going to assault into the rear of the Necron formation. The Genestealers moved up to pile in and possibly help the Aberrant. The Patriarch moved out with an advance roll to get over to try and pretty much assault any of the Necron units. The unit of Acolyte Hybrids disembarked from the Rock Grinder and moved up, and that moved up also to assault the squad of warriors. The Magus and the Acolyte Icon Ward moved up to get him in range of casting psychic powers. And the survivors from the close combat neophyte squad moved up to engage the Scarabs. Lehman Russ continued to not move. Going to start my psychic phase with the Patriarch casting Mass Hypnosis onto the squad of Immortals. Warp charge value 7. Goes off with an 8.
So I'm not gonna wipe out half a squad with them this time.
Shouldn't. And then the Magus is going to cast Might from Beyond onto the squad of Hybrids.
This is +1 strength.
+1 attack.
Right.
So it's warp charge value 7. And I perils.
Does it go off still?
No.
You have a command point, right?
Yeah, but I'd need a 6 to get it off.
Yeah, well, yeah, I guess the perils itself isn't too big a deal. But
it's D3 mortal wounds. He's got the guy next to him to try and feel no pain, though. Yeah, it's too low a chance to get it off. So, 1 mortal wound. Feel no pain? Nope. Takes a wound. Starting the shooting phase, the Lehman Russ is going to fire... Actually, I'll start off with the neophytes into the Scarabs. So, 2 flamers. Only 5. Wounding on 3s. 1 wound.
5 up save.
And you make.
Yeah, I do.
So, there's 2 shotguns and an auto pistol. So, shotguns. Strength 4, they're going to have range, so 3s. 3 wounds.
How many wounds do Scarabs have?
I think they have 3. So, took 2. And the auto pistol.
Throw a grenade.
Oh, took grenade. 5 shots.
Oh, I took 2 wounds?
Yeah. Hitting on 4s. Wounding on 4s. 1 more wound. Got a Scarab base at least.
Yeah. And they actually don't come back.
The seismic cannon is within 12, so he will fire the greater strength one. So 2 shots hitting on 5s. No. And then 3 autogun. He fire. Yeah. So 4 autogun shots. Wounding on 4s. No. The Lehman Russ will fire into the Scarabs. Need to whittle them down a bit. Start off with the battle cannon. 2d6 shots. So 8. Hitting on 4s. Didn't roll well that time. Wounding on 2s. Jesus.
Oh, that was just heavy bolters, right?
That was my battle cannon.
Oh, wow.
So 1d3. 2.
That wasn't very good.
9 heavy bolters. Hitting on 3s. 3 wounds. 6 ups.
Yep.
I wish you didn't make any of those.
So one base dies, 2 wounds on the next one.
And then the Rock Grinder will fire its Incinerator and its Heavy Stubber into the unit of Immortals. So D6 on the Incinerator. Wounding on 3s. 5 wounds from that at least.
That's not bad.
So
that's heavy flamer?
Yeah.
So 4 up.
Failed 3.
No!
And then the Heavy Stubber, hitting on 5s. 2 hits. Heavy Stubber is strength 3 or 4?
4.
So wounding on 4s. 1 wound.
3 up.
8.
Yeah, boy.
Needle Pistol from the Primus onto the Squad of Warriors.
That's just 2+2 wound, right?
Hits.
Just
Yeah.
You don't want to throw a grenade instead?
No. So wounds.
4.
There's no AP. Made it.
Your poison doesn't work in a robot.
So with that, just going to go into assaults. I'm going to end up having the... was going to be Rock Grinder into the Warriors first.
Okay.
And then followed up by the Squad of Hybrids.
I imagine everyone within 12. Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. It's 22 shots. Looking for 6s. 4, 5. 5's to wound. Nothing.
Yay!
And then
Good command point.
it's totally worth command. I gotta save my command points. So you're charging?
Yeah.
5 inches.
That should do it. I think. Yeah. Get him in base contact. And then the hybrids are going to try and charge him. 5. Will that be enough?
Oh yeah, that's easy.
Then Genestealers are going to declare a charge onto the Overlord and the Immortals, who cannot Overwatch
Yep.
because
What-
they are hypnotized.
Oh, and I was gonna say the Lich God can't Overwatch because 1, they don't have guns. 2, they're in combat.
8.
So how are you moving them?
So I think bring them in.
Because remember, I haven't been spending command points. I can interrupt you.
Well, not on him, since I think they fight last unless something gives them. So they move in there. Come in there. And then the Patriarch is going to declare a charge. Did I throw him in on the Lich God? Because he could probably... yeah,
I mean, assault
probably
the
not.
Lich God and the Warriors. So if you don't get to the Warriors, you can just... Or if you don't get to the Lich God, you can just go into the Warriors.
Do that. So, charging Lich God and the Warriors with the Patriarch. 8 inches.
So are you going into the Lich God? You can't be within an inch of both.
Yeah, he'll go into the Lich God. And then the Primus is going to attempt to assault the Warriors as well.
Get within the middle of them. Give everyone his buff.
Yeah, if he can get in. He just needs to be within 6 inches, so 8 inches.
Yeah, so he could go here. I
Yeah.
think that would be him buffing everyone.
As long as he's within... Well, the Patriarch's already buffing them, so he just
No.
needs to be within 6 of the hybrids.
I mean, do you want to bring him over there then? I mean, he has like this entire... Does he buff the truck?
No, I don't think so. So yeah, he'll just come in over here. Alright, so I'll start off with the Patriarch onto the Lich God. So he gets 7 attacks
Oh my
because
God.
of his Warlord trait. Yeah. So 7 hitting on 2s. All hit. Wounding on 3s. Getting to reroll his failed wounds. So that is 4 invones.
And I think the invone's only in shooting.
Is it again? Only
Yeah.
in shooting?
I'm pretty sure. So it's just...
So that will be... So they each do D3 damage except so 1. So I have a straight 3 damage one.
Strength 3 damage?
Well, it's 3 damage because I got a 6.
Oh, okay. So, what's the AP?
It is minus 6 AP on that one.
Mine. Okay, so 1 just dies.
And then there's 4 minus 3 AP. So you
So
get a 6
sixes.
up.
Yeah. Give me 6s. I'll make 1.
So those do D3. So
Alright.
first one, 1. Another one.
Yeah, so 2 die.
And then the last one, 2.
So all of you got it dead.
Yay.
Feels bad, man. Alright, and then I'm going to... What's the inject stratagem called?
I don't know. You're interjecting.
Yeah. Oh, I was going to say I'm going to do my interjection heroic.
Who's interjecting?
The Lich Overlord dude. He's going to attack the Genestealers. So he's got 3 attacks because he's a Necron.
They're toughness 4.
Yeah.
The Genestealers.
So 3 hits.
You remember your +1 attack?
That's only if you charged.
Oh.
The T4, he's strength 7.
So
So
3s.
1 wound.
So 5 up invoke.
Got him. Those were 2 command points. Necron Lords aren't too good in close combat, it turns out.
No, they're not. So, since no one else can interrupt now,
Yeah, I don't know if we were doing the invuln in close combat or not. Because it was just the... We might have. We were
and I think you rolled poor enough on the saves on them that you would have failed it anyway.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know.
Yeah.
So I guess I just do the Genestealers first.
Mm-hmm.
The one will attack the Overlord, one will go into the Immortals.
You don't want to just go into the Immortals? I mean,
Yeah, I guess
the
so.
Overlord's not.
Yeah, I guess they might as
You're
well.
going to be surrounded by close combat units.
So they get 3 attacks each onto the Immortals, hitting on 2s because the Patriarch's nearby. 5 hits. Wounding on 4s. So 3 wounds, minus 1 AP.
So 4 ups.
Native.
Yeah.
Bastard.
You've been bamboozled.
So I'll go with the Rock Grinder next. Let me just double check that the Primus doesn't improve him.
It would be pretty good if you did.
Add 1 to hit rolls in the fight phase for Genestealer Cult units.
Yeah, he does.
So that's good because he only hits on 5
Oh
plus
my-
usually.
Is this the new meta?
So gets a D3 extra attacks because he charged with the Jodozer Blade. So 3. So he gets 9 attacks.
Oh my god.
I mean, that's where he's only hitting on 5s usually.
Yeah.
5,
but still.
6, 9. Hitting on 4s. Only hit with 3. So it's almost like the Primus did nothing. And then Strength 8, so wounding on 2s. 2 wounds.
What's the AP?
It's minus 2.
Alright, so 6 plus.
At least you lost it to. And then, just for ease, I'll do the Primus next.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like I can interrupt anymore.
Primus gets 4 attacks. He's using his, well, he's wounds targets on that. He's going to use his Toxin Injector Claw, because he wounds on a 2+. Instead of a 3+, it's minus 1 AP instead of minus 2.
I think that's the same, statistically. Wounding on 2 is very
Well,
similar.
if he gets a 6 with the Injector, it's at minus 4 AP.
Oh,
so
alright, yeah.
So he's attacking with the Toxin Injector Claw, hitting on 2s, and then wounding on 2s. Got 2 wounds.
Okay. So
minus 1 AP.
So 5 ups.
5 up. Got him.
No.
And then the Acolyte Hybrids. I'll do the Rock Saw guys first. So they get 4 attacks. Hitting on 2s because of the Primus. 3 hits.
What's the profile on that?
It's times 2 strength minus 4 AP.
Oh my god. Oh, I said they like power fists. Or chain fists.
So, wounding on 2s. 3. Minus 4 AP.
I think they just die.
And then I got 4 guys, including the sergeant. So 3, 2, 3, 4. So they're using the Rending Claws, hitting on 2s. And wounding on 4s. So that is 4 dead at minus 4 AP. That's the last of the unit?
Yeah.
Yay.
The Necron phalanx is crumbling.
And then I just have the Aberrant left, swinging into the Overlord. So, no Primus out of range him. So he just gets 2 attacks, hitting on 4s. Both hit. Strength 10, wounding on 2s. 2 ones.
Nice. How much damage would they do? Is that the 3?
Yeah. So that is all of my attacks. So you've got your Immortals that will be hitting at minus 1.
Oh my god. So that is 6 Immortals. Hitting the Genestealers on 4s. 3 hits. Wounding on 4s. Nothing.
Yay.
Okay.
And
I thought for a second I'd have to take a morale test on the warriors, but you killed them all. So
I only killed what was it, like
2 Immortals? Yeah, 2 Immortals, so they don't have... So I have no leadership tests to take. Do you have any?
3, 6... Didn't
and you can pile in with guys.
Right. So everyone can just move in. They'll assault towards the Immortals. And the only guys I lost were Genestealers. I lost 1. Their leadership 9. Primus and his mighty rock grinder.
So on the Necron turn, 2 Immortals returned and 2 Warriors returned. I put my will be done on the Warriors and they advanced, and they went up and grabbed the relic. So right now, I'm winning despite the situation over here. So the Warriors are running off, the Annihilation Bodge and the Monolith are grouping up with them. The Immortals fell back, the Overlord stayed in combat, and then the Scarabs are moving up to take out that squad of Neophytes and maybe the Magus.
Yeah.
So the Warriors advance to grab the relics, so they can't shoot, but the Cryptic can. So he's going to fire his Staff of Light into the Metamorphs.
Those are hybrids.
Hybrids.
If they got lobster claws, they're Metamorphs.
So 3 shots, 1 hit, strength 5, rolled a 1, so nothing.
Yay.
So the lack of AP on Necron weapons, or on Tesla weapon, makes it kind of tough to destroy the vehicles. So I'm going to turn my vehicle's attention back over here. So I'll fire the Particle Whip into the Goliath. I'll fire 3 Gauze Flux Ox into that squad, and then 1 into this squad.
No.
So Particle Whip. Wapow! We know what's the word. Wapow. Make 4 hits. It's T7 or
T7.
So 3s. So 2, Minus two.
3.
Oh, is it minus 3?
It's the particle whip.
Yeah.
And it used to be AP 3.
That's yeah, so it's down 1, so it's 82.
So it's 6 plus save.
Okay.
Got him. That's sturdy construction.
You didn't even need to do that.
It's meant to resist, like, mine cavens. And
So
Necron
it's clearly,
lasers.
yeah, equally good at surviving cave-ins and lasers. So 3 Gauss Flux Ox on those guys. 3s. 3s. 3. Minus 2.
So that's just 3 dead.
Yay! And then the last one on the Metamorphs.
Hybrids.
No, on the hybrids. I mean, all in all these guys kind of hybrids.
Human alien hybrids.
Yeah, 2.
So they get no save, so 2 dead.
Yeah. Which
Pull 2 non-Roxar guys.
Wait, doesn't this guy have a... No, he doesn't. That other guy had a hand flamer.
Want to keep him.
So I picked... Oh, I guess he was eligible too. Alright, so I'll fire the Tesla cannon onto the hybrids and the Tesla destructor onto the Goliath. So 3 onto hybrids, no 6s, wounding on 3s, 2.
So 2 5 ups.
Oh, are they the T4?
They're 2 3.
Oh, okay, so 3 then.
So 3 5 ups. 2 die.
And another one. You want your saw guys left?
Yeah.
Not so tough once you're not in close combat. So 8 shots onto the Goliath. Strength 7. Ew. No, I got
6.
Yeah, I got 1 6. But I also got 3 misses. So statistically bad.
So
So 2 wounds.
4 up save.
Wham.
And then a 6 plus sturdy construction. Take a wound.
How many does it have? 10?
He's down to 9.
Tesla weapons don't work against vehicles.
Not as good. I agree.
Alright, so shot. Everything shot. So I got assaults. It doesn't look like the Magus is good in close combat. Is he good in close combat?
He's got a force stave.
Alright. I'll assault him and the squad of...
Banner guy is separate. Do you want to try and go?
No,
with him as well?
I'll go into these 2. That guy looks spookier.
Alright. So just have
A grenade.
So it'll be the long wave. So I get 4 shots from the seismic cannon. 1 hit. Wounding on 3 4s. Nothing. Be 1 auto gun. Nothing. And then blasting charge. Nothing. Does the Magus have grenades? He does not. He just has an auto pistol. Nothing.
Wow. And let's see how far I charge.
6.
Got him. So we got that, and got that. So he's not going yet, so it's just scarabs. I imagine they're 3 or 4 attacks each.
They get 4 attacks.
Hitting on 4s.
Yeah.
So we'll do...
Yeah, I think they hit.
We'll do 3 bases on the...
Magus.
Magus. Is it Magus or Magus?
It's Magus. However you pronounce that.
I don't know.
I've heard it multiple ways. They hit on 3+.
Oh. So we'll do 3 bases on him, and then 3 bases on everyone else. So it's 3s by 4s?
Yeah.
Do they have their AP 1? Or
They have no AP.
3s by 4s? 4.
So 5 up save. And then Feel no pain. He only has 4 wounds left, or he might even have less. Can you look how many wounds the Magus has? He'll be at the beginning of their section.
4 total. And
So he can't save me, no matter what. So he's dead.
and then
No, you just be able to attack them. Because I could try and do the unquestionable loyalty. And that could bounce some wounds onto the guys who are about to die. Would those guys get to then like move in and try and kill him?
what guys?
Like,
Oh,
he's got the unquestionable loyalty. Could I like deflect
I
attacks
already-
off and kill them? Like, the other 3 guys or 4 guys can't attack him, or would they still get to?
I don't think. Well, they're out of range of him. So I mean, these 3 attacked him. So, I have 4 bases. So it's gonna be 4 bases on these guys. But I think I already declared my attacks. So if you look outside them, then he's gonna be fine.
I want to look at the specific wording, make sure it's... I think it's when he suffers an unsaved wound, so you get to do all of his saves first. Each time a Genestealer, 3 inches of Genestealer Cult unit. Was he within...
Yeah, I
3
think he
inches
was.
of... Alright, so I will try and... loses a wound. So I will try and...
I did 4.
So
and he had
so he failed 4.
Wait, and he had 4 wounds and he took a mortal wound, so he was down to 3.
So yes, I'd be going off the first one, so 4 plus. So 1 guy, so one of the neophytes is dead. Second one, other one's dead. Third one, Magus takes a wound, and final one, Magus took another one. So the
he's down
Magus is at 1, and 1 neophyte was killed.
Well, didn't you look at Sarah 2 wounds?
Oh yeah, I did. So
2 dead, and he's at 1.
yeah.
Okay.
So now you get to kill him.
You baited all my attacks. I was bamboozled. Okay, so 4 bases. 3s by 4s. Seven.
So 7 5-ups. And then feel no pain. Ah.
So close.
You got your overlord. Who does he want to swing
After I
into?
pile in. The overlord. I'll do 1 attack on the aberrant. Or he has 2 wounds. The war scythe does D3. Right? Or is it 2?
Wrong codex. Your index.
Index.
I correct myself.
It's true, unfortunately. I don't like that the overlord doesn't have the war scythe profile in his stats. You have to go all the way over to the Lich God. It's like 3 pages. Yeah, it's 2 damage, so he'll survive there, right?
Yeah.
I guess I'll just go into Genestealers then. 3 attacks, hitting on 2s, 2 hits, wounding on 3s. 1.
5 up in bone. Dave. Last one. So then, because he didn't charge, Patriarch gets 6 attacks. Hitting on 3s, or hitting on 2s. Wounding on 3s. Getting to reroll. So that is 3 minus 3, 1 minus 6 AP. Then it's...
Alright, so those are all in bones.
Yeah.
So 4 up in bones. Right?
Heavy metal, yeah. So, well, they need to be rolled separately because that one just does a flat 3. So the 3d3s, 4 ups, failed 2. Then the straight D3 made that one.
Alright, so 2d3 wounds.
Do you want to command point either of those?
Yeah. I'll command point both of them. Oh, I can't.
You can't.
I'll command point one of those.
Still failed.
2d3 damage.
2d3. 4.
So he's got 1 wound left?
Yep.
I'll take a command point away.
And then just do the aberrant. 1 hit. Wounding on 2s. Wounds. 4 up. Made it.
Oh, yeah.
And then the Genestealer gets 3 attacks.
Yep.
Yeah. 3 attacks, hitting on 2s. All hit. Wounding on 5s. Only 1. 4 up invuln. Mate.
Yeah. You're not going to kill him this turn.
So yeah, that's all their attack. Just make
Okay.
sure the Patriarch doesn't do anything weird. Nope.
Okay, so that is all mine. So you have some leadership tests, it looks like.
So the unit of hybrids lost 4. And they are leadership 8. So they're good. The unit of neophyte hybrids lost 3. 9, so that's 1 more killed. I'll leave the flamer alive. They were wiped out, and that's all and only 1 Genestealer was killed. So that's all the morale tests.
Okay, but right now I'm winning because I have the objective. And that's the important thing.
Since the Overlord survived when he really shouldn't have, you're going to have to try and smite him to death. And then the Patriarch can go into other people. Move the Rock Grinder out so that he can assault both the Immortals and the unit of Necron warriors currently holding the objective. The 2 surviving hybrids moved up to try and go into the warriors. The only neophyte left on the table moved out to try and flame the scarabs. The Magus fell back from his combat. Lehman Ruff still hasn't moved.
And hasn't really done anything either.
He's done some stuff, but they've all come back. And the Primus just moved forward to keep everyone in his aura. So, going to start off Psychic phase with Smite from the Patriarch onto the Overlord. Looking for 5+. Got it. 7. Oh wait, he would have been regenerating wounds. Does he have ever living?
Yeah, he does, but didn't you do all your wounds last turn?
Oh yeah. Okay.
Oh, yeah,
I was
there
gonna
you
be
go.
like, oh no, he's been regenerating this whole time. Okay, good.
Goodbye, Overlord.
He's up. Then the Magus is going to try and cast Smite onto the Scarabs. Goes off with 5. So D3, 1.
One of the bases already had 1 wound taken.
Yeah.
So he's down to 1. Or 6.
The Rock Grinder is going to fire his Incinerator and his Heavy Stubber onto the Scarabs. So the Incinerator is only 2, wounding on 3s. 1 wound.
Minus 1 feet, so 5 up or 6 up?
Made it.
Nice.
Heavy Stubber, hitting on 5s. All hit. Wounding on 3s. 2 wounds.
2 5-ups.
Can't make those.
Yeah. So 1 dies, 2 wounds on another.
The Lehman Russ is going to fire into the Scarabs, yeah. Your vehicles aren't too big a thing. Just have to try and kill them.
Yeah. Well, and it goes as soon as...
The Scarabs can keep swarming everything. Yeah. So, Lehman Russ will fire everything into the Scarabs.
Wait, and then you're going to kill the...
Hopefully kill them.
Wait, the warriors you don't want to shoot, so because
Yeah.
I got to pull guys out, and it might make the assault impossible.
So, Lehman Russ firing everything into the Scarabs. Firing the Battle Cannon first. Didn't move, so 2d6. Got an 8 again. 5, 7, 8. Hitting on 4s. And wounding on 2s. 3 wounds.
Can't save any of
So
them.
D3. So first one. 1.
Oh no.
Second one.
It doesn't matter.
Hey, he's just...
So So
that one's a 3.
Alright.
So final one, 2.
So one dies, one base takes a wound.
So 3, 6, and then 9 heavy bolter shots.
Oh, you have a hunter killer on it too.
Oh yeah, might as well fire that.
It's scarabs.
So 5 hits with the heavy bolter, 5 wounds. So just a 6 plus save. All 5 went through.
Oh. So one has a wound, he dies. Another base fully gets removed, and then 1 wound on the next left on the next one.
And then hunter killer missile, hitting on 4 plus, hits, wounding on a 2, wounds.
How much damage? Oh, actually, this only has 1 wound on it, so you're gonna kill him no matter what.
D6 damage. 5.
I guess that would be something to save for the vehicle. But the scarab's almost dead.
So Acolyte Icon Ward will fire his
Grenade.
Grenade. His grenade pistol into 4 shots.
4 times as effective.
Hitting on 3s. And wounding on 4s. 2 wounds. 5 ups. Failed.
So 1 wound left.
And then the Neophyte Hybrid will shoot his flamer.
Throw his
onto them.
grenade. It's almost like the flavor is strictly better than a grenade.
Almost. Wounding on 3s. Only 2 wounds. 6 ups.
It's a flamer. It's 5
Yeah,
up.
your saves.
Don't I have 5 up?
I got, -1.
It's a flamer. It's not a heavy flamer.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So, you still fail both. Oh, no, I got... For some reason, I was thinking flamer.
I mean, they used to be AP5.
Maybe that's what's on me.
And then, because a flamer used to be strength 4, AP5, and heavy flamer was strength 5, AP4.
Might have said there's -1 previously, but I don't think
Yeah.
that would have made too much of a difference. It might have like taken a wound off a
When we
scarab
first
base.
started playing Warhammer, I thought a heavy flamer, the AP4, because the 4 was tinier than the flamer's 5, I thought a heavy flamer was worse than a regular flamer.
Primus will shoot his needle pistol into the Immortals. Missed. So that is all of my shooting. So the Rock Grinder is going to declare an assault into the Warriors and the Immortals.
Okay. So I got a lot of shooting to do. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 Immortals, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 Warriors. Seven, 8. Give me all them 6s. Oh my god. I got a lot of 6s. I got 6 6s. Like half my dice. It's glorious. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 5 ups. 1.
4 up
Oh no,
saves.
2.
4 up saves.
Both went through. And then
Feel no pain.
yeah, sturdy construction. Still 2 damage. Get wrecked. And then it's 10 warriors. 9, 10. Sixes, 4 6s, wounding on 5s, 2 wounds, -1 AP.
So 5 ups.
Both go through.
Sturdy construction.
But save 1.
So he's down to 6 wounds now. Rock Grinder is going to do some fancy maneuvering.
To do a double assault on both ends.
And then the 2 hybrids are going to attempt to assault the warriors. They'll make it in with an 8. And then the Patriarch will declare an assault onto the warriors.
And the Immortals.
And the Immortal. These are these shenanigans that 8th edition allowed you to do.
Honestly, I think the shenanigans in 7th were worse.
5 inches, that's not going to be.
So you have to worry.
Do I command point that to try and get him in? Or do I just go into the Immortals? Try and kill them? Because no one else is going to be able to assault the Warriors, and I want to try and wipe them out. Yeah, try command pointing the one. 7 inches in total. I don't think that'll be enough.
It might be. Yeah.
So he'll go into the Warriors. Then the Aberrant, the Genestealer, and the Primus will all go into the...
They all walk into a boss.
So Aberrant, 9 inches.
I mean, do you want to like go?
Yeah, assault towards the Warriors. The Genestealer, 3 inches, and the Primus, 10 inches.
You have like all these named characters because they're the last guys in your squads.
And the Acolyte Icon Ward will try and assault the Scarab.
Flaming Dude as well. I mean, you have to declare it, yeah.
Yeah. So, Icon, 10, Neophyte, 12. Why couldn't I roll that turn 2?
No, I have command point stuff, so I could interrupt you. I guess it's actually not... I mean, you're going to do the Primarch first. So, I mean, killing these two dudes isn't going to save me.
So, Patriarch onto the Warriors. Shooting on 2s. Wounding on 3s. Reroll. 3 wounds. So it's
only 3 wounds?
Yeah.
Minus 3?
Yeah.
Alright, so 3 die. Oh, actually, I guess I'd put him closest to whatchamacallit?
Cryptic.
Yeah, that guy.
And do you want to interrupt with anyone?
I don't think it's worth it.
Alright. Then I'll do...
If not, you could put him in
so
such a way that he was.
4 attacks from the Rock Saws onto the Warriors. Hitting on 2s. Wounding on 2s. So 2 wounds.
Tons of AP.
I think minus 3 AP.
Yeah. Alright. In this case, that's tons.
So do the Rock Grinder next. Just make so the Rock Saws. Minus 4 AP. From them, so he's on 6 wounds on the Rock Grinder.
Yeah.
So he hasn't gone down a threshold yet. So D3 bonus attacks, another 3. So
This Rock Grinder is a close combat monster.
yeah. So hitting on 4s because the Primus is nearby.
Oh my god.
Only 1 miss.
The Warriors are just gonna get rode over.
So wounding on 2s. So 7.
7.
7 minus 2 AP. So you do get a 6 up here.
Okay. I need it.
You die. You lose 6.
They die. They all die.
Might actually fail a leadership test.
I mean, they're dead. There's
That's
none
all
left.
of them?
Yeah. What do you think they all die meant?
I don't know. Could
The
have been being
cryptic
dramatic.
rules.
So Primus will use his Toxin Injector Claw on the Immortals. Putting on 2s. Wounding on 2s. 3 wounds. Minus 1 AP.
5 up? Or 4.
4. So you lose 1. You might have actually had a 6 in there. It would have been minus 4, but I'm not sure. So that was him. And then the Aberrant. He'll get to hit on 3+ still because of the Primus. Both hit. Strength 10. Both fail to wound. And then the Genestealer. 3 attacks. Hitting on 2s. And then wounding on 4s. 1 wound. Minus 1 AP.
4.
Hey.
Ooh, only 1 immortal died.
And that's all of the attacks from them. Oh, I actually get the Icon Ward and the Neophyte.
Oh yeah, and the Scarab.
So, just do the one Neophyte attack. Actually, yeah, they don't have Cultist Knives, so hitting on 4. Hits. Wounding on 4. Wounds. 5 up. Lose a wound.
1 left.
Can Icon Bearer.
He's gonna pop
the hero of the cult.
with the flag.
He's got Rending Claws, so he gets 4 attacks, hitting on 3s. 3 hits. He's Strength 4, so wounding on 3s. 1 wound minus 1 AP.
6 up to live.
He dies.
No. The Necrons are falling like flies.
So now you just get those vicious immortal attacks.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They're just gonna punch the Genestealer.
Turns out, once the Genestealer Cult get into close combat, you do a bit better.
Yeah, who would have thought? Your Godsman died easy enough, and then the actual Genestealers arrive.
Well, the Genestealers also died easy enough. Patriarch's cleaning house.
2 wounds.
So, 2 5-ups.
He's dead.
No.
Glorious.
Alright. That's...
Oh, and do you want to pile in?
I will pile him.
So, what was the squad dead when he...
The Rock Grinder killed everyone.
Yeah. So, I mean, you could have piled him in, but he would get to attack, effectively.
I am fine with that.
Okay. So, they were still alive when they went, so I think it would just be him coming in. Do you have any attacks?
It's going to be 1 or 2.
Let's assume 2. The Staff of Light. So, hitting on 3s.
Might be 2.
Wounding on 5s or something. Or,
I think he's toughness 5.
you guys toughness. Oh,
No,
they both
thank you.
wound. So that's 2 attacks minus 2 AP.
So, minus 2, so 5 up invuln.
Takes 2. Is he dead? Does he only have 2 wounds?
So, Genestealer Cult have managed to get their way back in the game.
Not over. Not yet.
We managed to get back in the game.
Oh, yeah.
There's not too many Necron units left to carry the relic.
Yeah. Okay.
So this was top of 4?
Yeah, I think so. The Immortals fell back, and 2 of them returned from the dead. So they're back up to 9 men strong, but they fell back, so they can't shoot. The Cryptic ran away from the Primarch. Patriarch. He grabbed the objective and is now hiding underneath the monolith and behind the Annihilation Badge. Right now, I think the only move I have is to blow up the Goliath and get a 6 and kill all the units surrounding it. So that's the current plan, because I can only shoot with 2 units. So I don't think it's worth actually shooting everything at the Goliath to do that, though. So I'll shoot the Particle Whip, and it's a D3 damage. 6 shots hitting on 3, so 4 hits. Wounding on 3s, so 3. You get a 5-up save, 6 signal pain. I shoot 1 Fluxoc at it as well, and then the other 2 will shoot the Primarch. Patriarch. So 6 Particle Whip attacks. 4 hits. All 4 wounds. Minus 2 AP.
So 6 up.
Made 1. 6 up.
Stereo
Oh, we're feeling.
construction.
Well, that's against the wounds. We did it wrong before. So I roll for damage first. So 3d3. Ooh. 8. So 8 standard construction rolls. You make 2 of them. So 6 damage.
He's dead. See if he explodes.
Do you want to roll that? This is a big meme.
See if he explodes. If he does, I'm going to command point it.
No! You're ruining it. You're ruining
Command
the
point it.
dream.
Still explodes.
Yeah. So what's the...
So, see how large the explosion is.
just as planned. your most powerful weapon. I've turned it against you.
6 inches suffers D3. So, hybrids, 1 will die. Aberrant, he's dead. Primus.
He hasn't taken. How many did he take?
6.
Okay.
So Primus takes a wound. Patriarch takes 1 wound, so he's down to 3. Monolith takes 5.
Oh, it's a D3, isn't it, or is it D6?
It's D3.
So how many did the?
So Monolith takes 3. Patriarch takes 1. Aberrant's still dead.
Wait, so that brought him down to 3, and then the monolith's at 17.
And
how many? What was the range on it?
It's 6 inches.
Alright, so the Annihilation Badges hit as well. Did you roll for that?
No. So Annihilation
Or
Badge.
actually, the Immortals are hit as well.
So Annihilation Badge is 3. And the Immortals are just 1.
That's a hell of an explosion.
Is the Cryptic out of 6 inches?
Oh, let's hope. if it went opposite of what I wanted.
And he's at full. Yeah, he's probably out of 6. He's fully under the monolith.
We're gonna have to check closely. This requires the utmost precision. Yeah, he's out of 6. Alright, and then so the 3 Gauze Flare Arc attacks I did on that's irrelevant. So my other 9 are on the Patriarch. Oh yeah, he's the closest because he's a character.
Yeah.
One miss. Wounding on 4s?
Yeah.
2 wounds. Minus
So,
2.
5 up invuln.
Takes 2.
He's down to 1 wound.
Okay.
Wonder what your Annihilation Bot is going to shoot.
He is right there. I'll shoot the, what you would call it. Well, the other guy can kill him as well, so I had to kill the 2 closest dudes. So the Twinling Tesla Destructor onto the Patriarch, and then the Tesla Cannon onto the Hybrid.
Yeah.
So 8 attacks on the Patriarch. 1, 6, 4 misses. Wounding on 3s, 3 wounds.
4 up save.
2 wounds.
He's dead.
Mass. And then the Tesla Cannon on the dude. 2 hits. 2 wounds.
5 up.
He's dead.
I think the Genestealer Cult have lost the game now.
That explosion was glorious. That is all of my stuff. That's all I got.
So at the bottom of turn 4, the Genestealer Cult have conceded we're not going to be able to get in on the relic that the Cryptic's holding.
Yeah, even if Joe kills the Cryptic, I can just park the Monolith on top of it, and then I'll be the closest guy. It did almost entirely come down to the getting the explosion on the Rock Grinder.
Yeah.
Which you did command point, so that was a 1 in
If I
36.
hadn't gotten the 6, I probably would have, like, the Patriarch would have lived.
Or you would have at least another guy. Well, I guess even the Patriarch against the Monolith, though, isn't great odds.
Well, no, but he just needs to get in there and do some damage, and then, like, he could have made it that the Immortals couldn't shoot, the Primus could have tried to go in on them.
Yeah.
If the Goliath hadn't blown up, I could have tried to do something.
So it was super unlikely, but the crazy thing is I called doing exactly that as my plan.
Nothing like using a command point and getting the exact same roll again.
Hey, you got a 6 on the reroll. We typically don't get those. But so in the previous game playing Necrons, I think I lost against your Adeptus Mechanicus. Or not Adeptus,
Yeah, it would have been the AdMech.
Yeah. But so I won one finally.